Going live. And we're live again, maybe.
You thought you could get rid of
Are we
us?
back?
You're wrong.
Well,
Never.
technically, I suppose we are. We'll see whether or not the stream lasts. We've never had that happen before, so that's something new. Let's see. I guess we were talking about
I create
Twitch.
chaos wherever I go.
I don't know either.
I'm awful. I'm sorry. I told you I have the memory of a goldfish.
No, I know we were talking about Twitch, but I don't remember where it went, so that's okay.
Board games, and Jason hates them, I think is what I was saying.
Oh yeah,
but I'm gonna force him to play this board of mine. Yeah.
That sounds about right. Cool.
Yeah, I challenged him.
Yeah.
Weird.
You're getting feedback, or?
Yeah, I'm not now. I was a little laggy, but I think I'm good.
Okay. Cool. We'll plow right on through.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite in-game moment? It sounds like your RPG life hasn't been that long. Is there something that sticks out in the couple of years you've been playing?
My favorite. What? Yeah, it's so silly though. Jason and Sean usually play brothers or related, and one night Dan was running D&D for us, and somehow the King boys got it into their head that they were going to buy this wheel of cheese and then sell it. And somehow the entire night revolved around this wheel of cheese, and those two still bicker about it all the time because Sean's character sold the cheese and didn't tell Jason's character and kept all the money for no idea why, but it was the most ridiculous and hilarious thing to me. I love when games sometimes just are normal. Like, not every day can be epic. Some days you just have to buy a wheel of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to. But like another time would be when my character in my first game started dating Brandon's character after she had broken up with Jason's character, and then there's just been chaos. Like, we still argue in those characters all the time, and we haven't played for like a year. Like, I still hate Jason's character because he was Looney Tunes is what he was. Thought he was some like emperor from like 2025 or something crazy. Nuts.
Does that
Oh!
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I have one more. The first time I ever encountered a dragon in any game, I rolled a natural 20. And
Nice.
I don't know where that weird like twang just popped out from, but in the encounter, it was a published encounter, and you either had to like roll a 20 to get rid of it or something else. You'll have to ask Dan. But my first roll was a natural 20, and it just left us alone. And it was pretty much the greatest thing I've ever experienced in my whole life.
That's pretty cool. That's a hell of a way to start.
It's no big deal. I got this. I don't got this anymore.
Do you have? Oh, I had something written down, and then I don't have it. What was? Oh, your all-time favorite character? Mike tweeted out to us.
Yeah. All my characters, first of all, Mike, hate you, and you know that. His characters are terrible. Don't ever play a game with Mike. He's the worst. But my favorite would be Callista. She was my first D&D character for the game Dan ran, and I just had her for so long, and she was the first character that I made myself. When I came in Hero High, Mike had already had Sparky as an NPC, and I just took over. And this is the first one that I made all by myself. Like, I had the book, this was mine, and I just love that character. Contrary to what anyone will tell you, there's no such thing as a Brandi cantrip, and I did not get to do everything I wanted to do. They tease me all the time that I got special treatment. It's not true.
All right, you do have your own special Brandi dice, though.
I do have Brandeis, yes. Thank you so much, Chris from Twitter. Great guy.
That's pretty cool. Are they weighted properly and everything? I mean, these are legit dice.
They're legit, yeah. Chessex dice, I believe.
Nice. Cool.
Although they did roll the best stats I've ever gotten. My Sabriel stats for Mike's Sunday game, they're pretty great. So if they're loaded, I had nothing to do with it. I know nothing about it.
How long did you end up playing Callista for, or are you still playing with it?
I think we played Callista. We just ended fairly recently, so she was at least a year and a half long, I would say at least. And it may be longer than that because we played Rise of Tiamat and then Horde of the Dragon Queen. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, and
Is
we
it,
finished.
there was a
Hmm?
5e campaign.
Yeah, 5e. Yeah, they
Cool.
were published adventures that Dan ran.
Nice. Um, are you going to Gen Con this year with the rest of the Gamerstable gang?
Ah, I keep going back and forth. I want to so bad. I'm gonna try. If not, probably gonna drive up either for our awards dinner or the dance. I just keep adding random days that I'm gonna drive there 4 hours.
Right.
So they'll probably convince me because last year I was like, no, I'm not going, not going. And I ended up going, of course. So it'll be one of those things that I work out at the very last second, like usual. Like I live my life, random.
Gotcha. 4 hours, that's not too bad of a drive to pop in.
No, it's not bad. Yeah.
Are you going to
Yeah,
cosplay
it's
while
not
you're
too bad.
Are you going to cosplay
If
while
I go,
you're
I
there?
will cosplay. I love cosplay. If I go, I will cosplay something. Somehow Harley is becoming my thing, and now people like randomly tweet me Harley stuff, and which made me get into it more. So I want Suicide Squad Harley because the one I did was Arkham Asylum. There are so many pieces to that cosplay. I think that cosplay probably cost me like $350 for that costume, and that's being generous. Like it was probably more than that after the makeup and stuff that I had to buy that I didn't end up wearing because it was a pain. But yeah, it's really expensive, and I'm hoping Suicide Harley won't be so bad because it's like a tiny T-shirt and some booty shorts. So we'll see. But I'll probably have to get the boots custom made again.
Hmm. All right. Have you ever had a negative experience while cosplaying?
I had a funny one.
Okay.
Never negative. No one's ever really been like disrespectful stuff, but you kind of gotta just roll with it. One guy, like, he didn't even try to pretend like he wasn't taking a picture of my boobs. Like, he just had the camera up like this and just did that real fast. And then another guy was like, "Can I take your picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he took it and he was like, "Great, now I'll have something to look at while I paint you." Which I took it as like painting, but all my dude friends took it as a whole, so they make fun of me for it ever since. But
Right.
yeah, little weird, but nothing I can't handle.
Okay. I mean that's the big thing with all conventions and stuff now is cosplay is not consent and you
Cosplay
know
is not
be-
consent. Yeah.
yeah being respectful and as guys I mean obviously we don't experience that so having you on to get a different perspective is cool to see you know whether or not that's been your experience or not. And I mean I guess you hit the big conventions too so Gen Con's
Yeah.
whatever a million people or
Yeah,
whatever
it
it is
was
now.
like I literally stepped out of the car my first Gen Con in my Harley cosplay, and like someone was already asking for my picture, and that's just how it was the whole entire day. But I haven't really had any experiences like no one's copped the feel or anything. It's normally like, "Hey, can I have your picture?" Yep, smile, and that's it. It's really, yeah, it's doing that to me too. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. I love it. And I'm pretty shy, like around, and then like if I put on a costume, then I'm not Brandi anymore. I'm Harley, and I'll like it doesn't bother me. one bit
Sure.
in costume to talk to anybody. It doesn't, and it
That's
helps, if I have beer.
Yeah. Sure. That's fair. We I took my daughter to her first convention last November, and we got dressed up as Attack on Titan characters. I mean, just generic. We bought some stuff, and it was the same thing. We had people running up to us. Oh my God, I want to get a picture. And I thought she was going to freak out because she was 14, 15, I guess. She was 15. And I didn't know how she would take that. But yeah, it went pretty well. She had a great time. So,
Yeah,
I'd have killed
I
anybody that.
love it. There was like a, oh, I lost you.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
No.
are you there?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
the
back.
feed's a
Okay,
little
yeah,
choppy.
I was
Yeah.
losing you. Yeah, I was cosplaying, just randomly decided to go to WizardCon, and just because it's right up the road from me. So I was wearing Harley, and there was like a professional cosplayer there as Spock. He looked just like Leonard Nimoy. It was amazing. And then he asked me to his girlfriend, and like you had to pay to get a picture with this guy. So that was just a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool. Does it make you feel good going in? People want to grab a picture like
Yeah,
that.
it was awesome. Yeah,
Cool. So,
there's some terrible ones of me floating around too.
oh yeah, the one from Sucker Punch was your profile picture for a while, wasn't it? I'm assuming that
Oh
was
yeah,
Sucker
I forgot
Punch.
about Sucker. I forgot Baby Doll. Yeah, I wore her last year to Gen Con. She's my Twitch like avatar, and by she I mean me. But yeah, yeah, that one was just. It was actually a gift from someone on Twitter. Thank you, David. Um, and then I made like the holster and like the belt and stuff. But that was my first time actually really making anything, and that's something I really want to get into. Like you can make awesome weapons, which is like foam board. So that's on my list of things to do this summer. So hopefully I'll have something like that up.
Cool. I know that's super labor intensive to try to.
Yeah, I get in these weird moods though where I want to do strange projects. Like I made a lamp out of a wine bottle fairly recently just because why not? So I get these little itches to do things and then I can't stop until I do them. So that's my itch right now. So hopefully I get something done.
Cool. Can you tell us how your moniker came about? I think we talked about it in the network thread once before.
Ah, Boshi?
Yeah.
Is that what we're looking for? Boshi. I don't know at all. Um, I've been called Boshi by my mom and like everyone in my family since I can remember, since as long as I've been Brandi. Mom has no idea where it came from. Um, and I used it on Xbox just because no one ever has Boshi. Like it's easy. I don't have to type in a million things. Like it's just always there. And then I had it on Twitter, and then I made it on Twitch, and I was like, well, that's not marketable. How the heck am I supposed to be like XHI3X? Like nobody can follow that. So, but now it's just there. So I hope people can figure out eventually.
All right, that's cool. And on your Twitch profile there, it says you play piano. How long have you been playing for?
I've been taking lessons for 4 years now, and it's still a long way to go. But I love music, so I lack motivation. I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me. Like I can't stay with anything for too long, so I really need to practice a lot more to be where I want to be, or where I even should be for having lessons for 4 years.
Hmm. What was there anything in particular that made you decide to want to take up piano, or was just like, I got nothing to do on Thursday. I'm gonna take piano lessons.
Well, I've always loved piano, and I was seeing a guy at the time, and like our song was Billionaire by Bruno Mars for whatever reason. And I was like, oh, I want to learn that on piano. And he like bought me a keyboard, and my grandpa bought me one, and then like I felt guilty because I was just looking on YouTube trying to learn stuff, and I was like, well, I have these awesome gifts, I should utilize them. So when I want to quit or get lazy, I'm like, well, they invested this money in you because you love music. You should not be an asshole. Get your butt up and go to 30-minute lessons. You can handle this. So I try to get there, but I'm not the best student. Sometimes you can only play like so much Beethoven and Strauss and stuff before you just want to bang your head off the keyboard.
Hmm.
It's not exactly fun music all the time.
Yeah, I tried taking saxophone for a little bit, and then it wasn't easy, so I was like, fuck saxophone.
I did, and I was in marching band, and I did drums from 5th to 12. I was gonna do trumpet, but then the girl in me kicked in, and I found out there was a spit valve, and like you like spit the spit out of the bottom, and like that just turned me off. I couldn't do it.
Well, I guess that's fair. Uh, what's the ungeekiest thing about you?
I love to shoot guns. I'm going trout fishing this weekend. I love to get muddy, like four-wheeling and all that stuff. I'm on like two really opposite ends of the spectrum because my family, like, they know nothing about gaming whatsoever. Like, my dad tells me that I'm a nerd when I'm here and a country girl when or I try to go back to being country when I'm home because, like, they don't understand any of this whatsoever. Like,
Hmm.
I don't have internet at home. Like, it's very, very simple at home. So, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We'll edit it out. And when I say we, I mean me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Sorry.
Well, that was rough being away this past weekend because we had no internet at the hotel, and I was like, or the lodge, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do now?
Did you go through withdrawal and get like the
I
sweats?
was twitching. Yeah, by Saturday night, I was like, the Dave Chappelle character. You got any more damn internet? Yeah, it was bad. I would go down to the main lodge where check-in was just so I could jump on Twitter and shit real quick and see if I was missing out on anything. Not a lot of fun.
That is
Yeah,
fucking
my
bad.
data on my phone uh, is awful when I'm home
Hmm. Now
because I can't stand it.
no, I agree. You said earlier that you broke up with a guy you were with for a couple years. Was he a gamer at all or no?
Oh, I guess I have had some bad gaming experiences, but I chalk that up to my boyfriend being a jerk. He plays Call of Duty and is like he has a favorite Twitch streamer that he watches religiously. But streaming is stupid. Gaming is super stupid. Like he hated it. He basically said that like it was kind of an ultimatum right before Gen Con. You stop gaming or you stop talking to me. And he still
What
talks to
the
me.
fuck?
So yeah, everything. Well, everything is dumb to him though. Like piano, stupid. He was just one of those kind of people.
Well,
Just real
whoever you
cranky.
are out there, you're a dickhead. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, so he hates it. He thinks it's dumb. I don't know.
Well, it certainly makes it, more complicated as someone who is into gaming. You're on a podcast. Not like, oh, my friends come over on Friday and we play D&D a little bit. Like you're in, you're up to your eyeballs. So
Yeah,
to have somebody who's not supportive or interested or whatever is
yeah,
difficult to say the least.
yeah. It was really hard for a long time because it was always a fight if I wanted to go to because I have a regular game on Wednesday and on Sunday, and then I also, like I said, I've really got into streaming and video games, and it was there were a few times when I was streaming that I would have to just kill it because he was screaming at me in like the background. Like people are like, "Are you abused? Like, does he hurt you?" It's like, no, it's not. He doesn't hit me or anything, but like he got so angry all the time about it. He did not like me gaming.
Yeah. No bueno. Right.
No bueno. No mas.
Yeah.
Gone. No more.
So Vince is playing the silent type over there tonight. Do you have anything you want to ask there, Vince?
I'm always silent. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for the vote of confidence, but
Vince, do you have any bad boyfriend experiences?
do I have any what?
Bad boyfriend girlfriend experiences?
Not really in the realm of
I'm getting lag.
things like that. Bottom line is nobody should be telling you what to do in any realm of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to learn that. I'm very passive.
Well, that's all right, but you'll wind up with people trying to tell you what to do, as you've found out. So that's not an option. You won't be happy.
Yeah.
You're not going to. You'll wind up resenting them for it.
That's fair. This escalated quickly.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? I blame John.
We're way off script.
Yeah, what the hell?
We are so much stuff. Like, piece it together where it should be. Welcome to Eric's World. You should have an interview with me, Jason, and Brandon, because it's just like porn, randomly thrown in everything.
So that's where the ratings come from.
Yeah.
That's the blooper reels that those patrons get.
There you go.
There you go.
So
no, you were pretty good tonight.
You what?
I said Brandi was pretty good tonight.
Well,
I haven't
what, 5
cussed
viewers?
that much. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna die of alcoholism tonight from the shots they have to take for my cursing. Shit, piss, fuck. You guys.
Oh no.
The 7 words you
Does
can never
piss
say on a podcast by George Carlin. Piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
I was actually gonna say shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat, but
Yeah.
like I thought that'd be too much.
Tits doesn't even belong. Tits doesn't even belong on the list.
Not anymore.
It's that song.
Well, it sounds
I
like
also said fart. I don't think that one.
Yeah, fart is nah, but tits doesn't belong. It's like kind of like a snack.
And I derailed again.
That's right.
You're welcome.
Tater tits. Pretzel tits.
That's a new one.
What?
I said that's a new one.
What, tater tits? Not really. That's pulled directly from George Carlin. Although pretzel tits, I just made that one up now. So.
All right. Maybe we should segue into the final 5 at this point in the evening.
Probably. No, just for the record, this is not safe for work.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying.
So.
All right. Well, we have 5 geeky questions for you. You can either answer yes or no, or if you want to just delve right into it and chew on the questions, we can do that too. I'll start firing away. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Or neither.
Although I only recently saw it. It's like being ingrained into me, but I saw Star Trek first, but I prefer Star Wars if I have to choose. But I'm not a super fan of either.
Okay. Is that sci-fi in general, or just Star Trek?
Yeah, I'm not a sci-fi fan. I'm not a sci-fi fan. I think it's because my grandma's obsessed with sci-fi, and she just like made me watch it so much. So I can't do it.
Your grandma's obsessed with sci-fi? That's pretty cool.
My grandma is super obsessed with sci-fi. Yeah.
Huh. Cool.
And Disney.
Bring your grandma on the podcast.
Yeah. Tabletop or video games?
Oh, grandma. Ooh.
I think we lost that one.
Tabletop because I get that's the time I get to spend with my friends. Like we get together usually and eat, and like it's so nice to have set days that I get to see my friends, because most of them are married. Most people don't have that where they get to see their friends so often. So I'd have to go tabletop.
Okay, cool. Uh, this one might be a bit of a stretch. DC or Marvel comic books?
Marvel.
Okay.
Marvel.
I thought that was going to be a strikeout.
Yeah. It's a strikeout. Oh no.
No, I didn't know if you were comics at all.
Right now. Oh no. I actually started reading like the Thor Essentials and stuff because I always liked gods and stuff, and I've always hated Batman. I know, internet, do not rage against me. I'm sorry, I do not like Batman.
Mike Davis is
which
not.
I think
Dude, jeez. Mike, if you're watching,
yeah, so
too bad.
definitely Marvel.
All right. And we know the answer to this one already, but sci-fi or fantasy?
Fantasy always.
Cool. And if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Telekinesis. I'm so lazy. I would just end up being the fat blob that lays on the floor. Because everything would just come to me.
That's fair. I've never heard that explanation before, so that's good. That's a new one.
Well,
I actually changed. I have a touchscreen, or my friend has a touchscreen radio on his car, and I changed it with my toe because I'm so lazy to raise up and push the button.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Sorry.
It's skill, I guess.
Hey, I think there's a legless or armless guy or something that plays the piano with his toes in New York or something. Isn't that a thing?
I don't know, but that
then
sounds
he's got
awesome.
my left foot, Christy Brown. He used to paint with his feet.
Hey, you do what you do, I guess.
That to our Kaka reference.
All right, I'm out of questions. Vince is he's got nothing.
I got pocket lint. I'm done.
I'm gonna go get drunk.
Woohoo!
That's work tomorrow.
There you go.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for coming on. If you want to give us your all your details there, I probably should ask that earlier. Your Twitter and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Do I just say it then, I guess? Is that how that works?
If you know what it is, yeah. I have it in the show notes already.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, okay. Gamerstable.com. Check out the podcast. Twitch.com/XB0SHI3X. And that Boshi is same from my Twitter. You can actually find me on Instagram, pretty much everything using that. Probably my social security card number. Just Google it and I'm there.
Sweet. Cool. We thank you for coming on and spending a little bit of time. I know you're double booked for today, so we're trying to make this one kind of short and sweet.
Well, it's okay. I'm always double booked because I'm bad at planning.
You need 4 calendars. That's what I got.
On 4?
Because I would never remember anything. All right, I'll give out our details as I usually do. You can find us at legendsoftabletop.com. You can send us questions, comments, or feedback at legendsoftabletop@gmail.com. We're on all the social media sites. If you could leave a review on iTunes, that helps us out there. Doesn't even have to be 5 stars. Just go out there and... Yes?
No, I said do it. Go review. God
Okay.
damn it.
Vince says do it,
Right
so go ahead.
Exactly.
Leave us a review there, and we thank you guys for listening. We're going to try to edit this mess up in post and give you a coherent MP3 to listen to later on. And thank everybody for checking it out.
Thank you guys for having me. Bye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.